Hey everybody, I'm back again here because today Boogie has the flu. This comes a day and a half after his announcement that he has cancer. So I thought I should follow up on this. I have two other videos of his that I want to check out too. Here's one called Can This Trick Help Me Get Better? Let's see how that starts.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988.
And there's another video here. His title is Boogie is an Idiot. Here's how that starts.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet. And I think if you've been following me for any amount of time, probably comes as no surprise to you that I'm an idiot. I mean, I think my track record here.
Wow. I thought he was going to talk about other people who think he's an idiot. Not me, no. I think he just has mental problems. But first, let's check out today's video. Who's got the flu and is fat as heck? This guy. Like I was saying yesterday, not surprised. Oh, he was saying, cancer's got to happen to somebody. And I pointed out that it's this guy and not me. And I'm suggesting it has something to do with, well, I'm thin, but I'm thin because I eat fruit, vegetables, grains, beans, and small amounts of nuts and seeds. I don't eat junk. Don't need it anymore because I eat high calorie. A lot of people seem to be against high calorie, but look at me. I'm thin. I have no health problems. I'm 5 years older than Boogie. So this flu video today, let's see how that starts.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It could be just the cold or the flu, or it could be that other thing. I don't know. I don't even.
Yeah, I was thinking of that. Oh, notice how he knows not to say what that other thing is. I have noticed that my views drop, lack of notifications getting out ever since the pandemic, because I did a bunch of videos on that. Repression, oppression. Yeah, I made a video about oppression a couple weeks ago. A funny thing happened there.
You know, it's all the same to me. I've caught the flu like 3 or 4 times in the last year.
Wow. While I was setting up for this video, I was thinking, man, I haven't had the flu in like 30 years. Been vegan 27 years. And it's not just because I don't have a social life. I do go to the store. I have worked outside the house in that 30 years. I've also been to Disneyland about 70 times during that period. And I don't worry about touching rails. I don't think about contracting anything. And I don't contract anything. 4 times in a year. I don't really care what it is either that he has. It's something. And it all comes down to being unhealthy. If you get sick that often, it's not bad luck, people. I used to get sick like every 3 or 4 years with the cold. The timing was like perfect every 3 or 4 years. And that's not a coincidence either. No coincidences here. That's a sure sign. You know, a cold it detoxes you. The symptoms are the body cleaning out stuff that's clogging up your system. There's this theory that a cold is detox. And after that, 3 or 4 years, I collect enough toxins and then the body detoxes it. And it took me 4 years to get sick once. He's getting sick every few months. And now that's one more reason for me to think that Boogie is going to be dying soon. Did he start eating healthy after the surgery? I don't know, but I doubt it. And does he know what eating healthy is?
It could be just the cold or the flu. One of them could have been COVID. Probably not.
Oh, you said it. Well, maybe that was an accident there. Maybe he didn't realize he said it. But I caught that, and I'm going to cut that out. Yeah, I agree with him. It really doesn't matter what you caught. If you caught anything and you get these really bad symptoms, your body is a toxic sewage dump. And it's like viruses get the body to wake up and try to be healthier. It's good he's detoxing a lot, but it looks like he's just putting it all back in.
It doesn't change anything. It's not like I'm around people hardly. It's
And how is he getting? See, there you go. You don't just get sick from being around people. He's probably around people less than I was in the 90s and a few years back, and I never got sick. All those Disney trips.
It's not like I go places hardly, you know. But this is a rambling video. I want to talk about some of the times that I've been sick in my life and just tell you some interesting stories about it. I got diagnosed with asthma at a really early age, and I caught pneumonia like a dozen times smoked in front of me. I mean, at one point, there was always at least one cigarette being lit. They didn't step outside to smoke. They didn't ventilate the room. They didn't.
You can overcome that. You can reverse all that damage from smoke. So this is a road.
74. But is it any surprise I had breathing problems? Looking back on.
You had. I'm adding this in later here. After the fact that he went through so much stories about his past. Notice he just said, looking back. Right. That is the problem. Why is he still doing this? I figure every psychologist, psychiatrist would have told him that you should not be looking back. And here he is making a whole video about all of his health problems, all the times he's been sick. Why? So now that I've been through this video, I'm just going to fast forward through a lot of this stuff.
For the government, and we'd like sprint and run and do pull-ups and push-ups. When we had to do that, I would cough up giant yellow gobs of phlegm the whole time, and eventually it would make me like vomit. And looking back, that makes obvious sense because by the time I was 18, I had breathed more cigarette smoke than your average smoker will in a lifetime. But I caught pneumonia over and over again. I remember hallucinating. I remember the bunging.
He seems to have a victim personality, which I filmed something yesterday. The video was getting long. He continues to focus on all his problems. And yesterday I was saying, he talks about his childhood, and now here he is doing it the next day. He needs to forget all the past and start focusing on what you need to do to get healthy.
Temperature was like 108 degrees. They were afraid I was going to bake myself alive. I had some.
Oh, I forgot how I wanted to start this video. Yeah, my title is Boogie Now Has the Flu, and he attacks a doubter in the comments. I've saved this comment. Oh, but first here, check out this comment on Twitter just an hour ago, because veganism's trending. It's a conservative, famous guy from YouTube. You may know Steven Crowder. And he had something to say about veganism, I guess, because it's trending. He said, if the left, the Democrats, had their way, the left, all in general, everybody on the left, if they had their way, you would all be on public transit eating vegan food, and your kids would all be brainwashed to think the same. We sort of are already, but it wouldn't be any worse with the left than with the right. It's right-winger for you. Like if I'm trying to tell vegans, vote against these people. Okay, here's in Boogie's comments. Under his new video, someone said, you have a new sickness or problem every other day. Yeah, that's him. It's like he uses things as clickbait and exaggerates them. I'm sorry, but I just don't know what's true and what isn't. That's always been the case with him. And so many other famous YouTubers. You can't blame this guy for being suspicious. The Boogie replied to this. Boogie said, buddy, I'm well past caring what you believe. Then why is he commenting? Feel free to doubt whatever, and that sounds fine. Yeah, we're free, and you can't blame him for doubting. But then the sentence goes on with, whatever the fuck you want, if it brings you comfort to pretend I'm not sick. This just shows that something's wrong with Boogie's mind. Well, of course, I assume that he's had some psychiatric help, but it didn't help. I replied back to that. Back to the video. Him through all his sob stories from the past.
Some of the weird shit he did, but I cut grass. I was allergic to flower pollen. I was allergic to bees. I was allergic to everything.
Yeah, I've also read the theory that allergies, or some maybe toxins again, causing you to be allergic. Either way, I think it would be connected to all his other problems that he also has with allergies. I'm surprised he doesn't have SIBO. He has to go carny. Oh, he doesn't want to have SIBO because he likes his soda. Probably not low carb, but he's tried low carb.
And so several times a year, I would just stop breathing. Back when I was small enough for mom to still be able to carry me, she took me to this church wedding.
I can see why his views seem to be down, because it's the same thing. He hasn't changed. He continues to just do this.